y la ayude a decir no. Le ha ido muy bien aquí.
The Slaton siblings, once loud, animated, and constantly clashing, are now unrecognizable. The laughter that used to define them is gone, replaced by silence so heavy it feels suffocating. When they try to speak, their voices tremble, and their faces are drained of color. All that remains is the terrifying possibility of losing the sister who has shaped not only their family, but the very foundation of their lives and the show that brought them into the public eye. This family has always survived through humor, brutal honesty, and explosive arguments. But none of that matters now. Amy appears the most shattered of all. She sits hunched over in a hard waiting room chair, clutching Tammy's blanket as if it is the last fragile thread keeping hope alive. Her hair is pulled back carelessly, makeup streaked down her face, and every sob tells the story of someone who hasn't eaten, slept, or thought of herself in hours. Cameras capture her whispering to the blanket, begging Tammy to be okay, saying she doesn't know how to go on without her. When she quietly adds that her boys can't lose their aunt, it cuts straight through the screen. It is a devastating reminder that beneath the cameras and edits, this is a real family facing real loss. Chris tries to hold himself together, leaning into the role of protector he has always taken pride in. But the mask slips quickly. In a private moment, his voice cracks as he admits he feels completely powerless. He has spent years pushing Tammy to fight harder, to believe she deserved a better future, and now none of it feels like enough. The helplessness in his confession shakes viewers who have always seen him as the steady one, the sibling who could fix anything if he just tried hard enough. Amanda moves like a storm through the hospital halls, swinging between rage and despair. One moment she's demanding answers from doctors and producers, accusing the network of manipulation and carelessness. The next, she collapses into a chair, bury. August 2024 Tammy Slaton, Kalia ek isa moment la kar iya jo kabi uski liye surf ek kwabda. Us an officially 500 pounds ka weight loss celebrate kia, or uska wazn 225 pounds tak aa chukada. Yeah, surf numbers ka safar nahida, balke salin ki physical, emotional or mental jang ka natijada. Tammy Amy apni zindagi ka wo more deka jahan wo bina oxygen, bina wheelchair or bina jishi saher kachal sakti ti. Wo car seat main fit hodi ti, safar car sakti ti, or apni body ko ek ne andas esi mesus kar rahi ti. Yeah, wo milestones they jo kabi uskilia na mumkin lagged they. 2025 Kashuru ot hi Tammy Amy apni transformation ku ek or baad chapter main katamarka. January mainas and skin removal surgery karwai, jisman uski chin, arms or stomach esi to kriban 15 pounds excess skin, remove ki gayi. Rapid weight loss kabadya excess skin surf physical discomfort hi nahi bal k, emotional burden biban chiki ti. Surgery kabad Tammy Amy pali bar kud ko shish main deka, or wo shocks deki jo salin esi uski andar chupahwada. April 2025 tak. Jab uska wazn 238 pounds the Tammy Amy 1,000. LB Sisters Season 7 main kulkar apni progress parbat ki, jahanas and baitar mobility. Sayada confidence or apni body kasath ne rishte ka izarkia. Lekin is surgery tak pohankna kud ek mushkil safarda. Doctors Any Tammy ko kaidafa manakardiada. Waja surf weight nahi ti, balke uski vaping habit or low protein intake ti. Uski surgeon, Dr. Eric Smith, anyways tor parsamjaya ko vaping se tissues main oxygen supply kim ho jadi high, jo healing ko process ko bohat nuksan pohancha sakti high. Is ka sath, Tammy ka protein intake surgery ka bad recovery ko liya required level se kamba. Yeah, sab wajahan mil car surgery ko delay karti rahi, Jahi Tammy Amy 2024 tak 500 pounds ka weight haikyan na lose karlia ho. Tammy Amy is setback ko har nahi bandia. Usan vaping churdi, apni diet ko seriously baitar kia, or apni doctors kasathsi. Reality television thrives on spectacle. It survives on shock, emotional highs and lows, and the illusion that every dramatic moment is unfolding naturally in front of the camera. Viewers are trained to expect cliffhangers, heated arguments, tears, reconciliations, and surprise revelations. Yet the most significant twists often happen far away from the cameras, buried inside contract negotiations, late-night phone calls with producers, and quiet decisions made when someone finally reaches their limit. That is exactly where Amy Slaton found herself. In a move that stunned fans and quietly sent shockwaves through the network, Amy Slaton declined to sign a new contract and stepped away from 1000 LB Sisters before Season 8 even began filming. The decision didn't just surprise viewers. It threatened the foundation of the franchise itself. Amy was not a side character. She was the emotional anchor, the relatable voice, the sister audiences rooted for season after season. For years, fans believed Amy was living the dream she had fought so hard to reach. Fame, financial stability, a platform to inspire others, and a chance to rewrite her story. From the outside, walking away seemed unthinkable. Why would someone leave just as the spotlight burned brightest? The truth, according to those close to the situation, is far more complicated and far more human. To understand why Amy refused to sign on for Season 8, it's necessary to return to the very beginning, long before TLC entered her life. Amy Slaton was never groomed for fame. She wasn't a celebrity, an influencer, or a polished media personality. She was a woman from Dekhen, Kentucky, navigating poverty, health struggles, and everyday survival. Long before television contracts, Amy and her sister Tammy turned to YouTube. Their early videos were raw, unfiltered, messy, and often chaotic. There was no production value, no scripted drama, no calculated branding. Just two sisters sharing their lives with honesty and hum. They argued that the repeated nature of the behavior showed a failure to learn from past mistakes and insisted that TLC should act immediately to protect the children involved as well as the network's reputation. As public outrage continued to grow, insiders began releasing additional details surrounding Amy Slaton's arrest. According to reports, officers carefully documented the entire scene, taking photographs, recording observations, and noting the presence of children inside the vehicle. Official police reports reportedly included detailed accounts of the camel bite incident, the discovery of controlled substances, and Amy's behavior during the arrest itself. Legal analysts suggested these records could become critical pieces of evidence should future court proceedings arise. The timing of the arrest could not have been worse for TLC. The network has spent years building a multi-season franchise centered around Amy and Tammy Slaton, cultivating a deeply invested fan base that feels personally connected to their lives. The arrest threatened to overshadow ongoing storylines, disrupt promotional campaigns, and potentially damage viewer trust. Behind the scenes, executives were reportedly holding emergency meetings, weighing the need for transparency against the risk of further controversy. Industry insiders speculated that TLC faced difficult choices, including temporarily suspending Amy from filming, issuing a public statement, or incorporating the incident into the show's narrative, each option carrying far-reaching consequences. Experts emphasized that children exposed to such incidents often experience long-term struggles with trust, safety, and emotional stability, especially when the situation is amplified by intense public attention. This reality underscored the seriousness of the charges and raised ethical questions about the responsibilities of reality television networks toward families whose lives are broadcast for entertainment. Meanwhile, the Impact EXT. According to multiple reports, the discussions between Amy Slaton and TLC behind the scenes included several possible compromises. These reportedly involved reduced filming hours, limitations on deeply personal content, and even potential financial adjustments to offset the penalty she was facing. Sources claim that Amy was not attempting to walk away irresponsibly, but rather seeking a way to continue while protecting her mental and physical health. However, insiders suggest that TLC executives were unwilling to make any major concessions, leading to an intense standoff that quickly escalated into a nationally discussed controversy. Amy's decision has since sparked a much larger conversation about autonomy and empowerment within the entertainment industry. Reality television often hides the personal costs paid by its stars, even while profiting from their vulnerability. While dramatic storytelling fuels viewership, Amy's refusal to continue under pressure has drawn attention to the importance of personal boundaries and the right to say no. Even when doing so carries serious financial consequences and public criticism. Meanwhile, speculation continues to swirl around Tammy Slaton's future. Fans are closely watching her every move, debating whether she will remain with the show for season 8 or eventually follow Amy's lead and step away. The sisters' relationship has now become a focal point of public interest, with every social media post, interview, and appearance being dissected for hidden meaning. Observers note that the bond between Amy and Tammy, long central to the show's emotional core, is now under unprecedented scrutiny. Industry insiders suggest that Amy's situation could have far-reaching implications beyond 1,000-pound sisters. If Amy manages to negotiate a settlement or gains enough public support, it could embolden other reality TV stars to challenge restrictive contracts and establish firmer boundaries. Such a shift could force networks like TLC to wreck. Tammy Slaton's transformation has become one of the most dramatic and inspiring stories in modern reality television, and her latest reveal has left fans stunned once again. The 1000lb Sisters star recently shared new photos that highlight just how far she has come, offering a powerful visual reminder of the extraordinary journey she has endured over the past several years. In speaking openly about her progress, Tammy revealed that she has lost an amount of weight so significant that it equals losing multiple versions of herself, a statement that perfectly captures the magnitude of her transformation.